because we're cursed.
Excuse me.
Yes, ma'am.
How is it that you, a black man, can honestly stand here and stand behind a book that was used to manipulate us to keep us in line for so long?
Yeah, and we're bringing out the truth.
Excuse me?
And we're bringing the truth.
How do you, hold on, excuse me.
Go ahead.
How can you say that it's the truth of the book? When that book was originally found, it was a language that had died off over time. That book has been translated time and time again.
That's not true.
Yes, it is. Hold on, can I finish?
You talking scholars.
Well, when you're going over King James verse, come on now.
What's wrong with where the King James verse came from?
From some white dude that translated the way that he
what was
wanted
King,
it
who King James was not white? King James was not white.
Hold on.
No, I gotta stop you when you make a lie.
I just had to speak though because I've been going through hell.
And we're showing you why you're going through hell. Now let's see.
So when I see
we're trying to give you the solution. I agree.
I was just explaining to you how.
And you're right. You have a right to feel that. You're right. But what we're trying to show you why you've been like that. Why you have befallen so much bad things. Now read, for your point, let's read Hosea 7.
The book of Hosea, chapter 7, verse 8.
This is good.
Ephraim
are your people, the so-called Puerto Ricans. Everybody who fall under the Cubans and all them. They represent the Ephraimites. That's y'all. Ephraim is what?
He had mixed himself among the people.
Because all of y'all was melanated and dark at one time, but you mix yourself with the other races. Come on.
Ephraim is a cake, not turned.
You're a cake, not turned, meaning look at a pancake. While you cooking a pancake, the top side is what? It's white, and the bottom is what color? So y'all come in different shades, you come in different shades. So you're 100% right, sister. Now, like we was telling this brother, the reason we're going through all this, because you are God's chosen people. Give me Matthew 15:24. Give me Deuteronomy 7:6. You are God's chosen people, the 12 tribes of Israel, those who are Negro and Indian descent by the seed of their fathers. Most High gave you his laws, and he told you, if you break his laws, all these curses will come upon thy people, right? All the curses will come upon thy people. So the reason we're getting shot down, the reason you can go into a so-called black community, and you go to the corner stores, an Arab man or any man that own a store in your community and not your own people, because we're cursed.
Excuse me.
Yes, ma'am.
How is it that you, a black man, can honestly stand here and stand behind a book that was used to manipulate us to keep us in line for so long?
Yeah, and we're bringing out the truth.
Excuse me?
And we're bringing the truth.
Hold on, excuse me.
Go ahead.
How can you say that it's the truth of the book? When that book was originally found, it was a language that had died off over time. That book has been translated time and time again.
That's not true.
Yes, it is. Hold on, can I finish?
You talking scholars.
Well, when you're going over King James verse, come on now.
What's wrong with where the King James verse came from?
From some white dude that translated the way that he
what was
wanted
King,
it
who King James was not white?
King
James was not white. No, I gotta stop you when you make a
you're
lie.
going off of a book that was used to keep us in
Brother, what we read to you, was any of those lies in that book? Could you identify with that? So you got someone. Wait a minute. No, you can't. We're talking about the scripture. Why you in slavery? Why did your people go into slavery? Stop. Stop. You're right, because it's God's word. Now, why did your people go into slavery? You on?
What do you mean, my people?
Why? Who are you?
I'm black.
Why did your people
That's
go
the color.
into slavery?
It was manipulation. Like I said,
Why
that
though?
book is manipulation.
Why did they?
Granted, we started off doing
Name
it
some
on our own
of this book that manipulated.
Granted, that whole book is not about naming the book.
No, tell me. No, you made a statement that the book manipulated.
So wait, slavery, that's what kept us in line and took us from what we were.
Let me finish my thought. I'm gonna be quiet.
You're right.
You
I apologize. You're right.
You said the book manipulated us. Now you could at least go somewhere in the book and show us what's manipulated. Other than that, you regurgitating what you heard.
No.
So let me see. My last thought. So show us what was manipulated.
It's not about what is in the book, love. It is a religion in itself. It
say
is a book in itself.
It's
No,
not a
hold
religion.
on, no.
You're talking about
What it
Christianity.
stands for, that book in itself was used regardless of how you look at it. Christianity, baptism, Protestant, whatever. It was used as a tool of manipulation to keep
Guess
us
what?
in line.
We agree with that. But that was the book was taught.
But how, I just can't understand how.
I know you can't understand because you ain't giving us time to talk. What happened, if you can't read or write, somebody could take anything and tell you say this.
Right.
Now, once you can read and write and study for yourself, you can say, hold up, we have been manipulated. Because the book don't say that.
Right.
That's what we're trying to tell you. What we're trying to say, come
Right.
learn. After you learn, then, if you don't like it, That's fine. But I understand your argument. That's a legit argument.
Right.
Because right now, our people ain't know no better. Now, if we learn, say, hold on. That dude I saw on Grandma Wall, pale face, string of hair, the Bible don't say that. Now read how he look. You see what I'm saying? But your argument is legit. I'm speaking loud for everybody can hear this.
You're good.
Right. So that's a good concern because we were manipulated. I agree. But guess what? We cracked open what God said. We ain't listening to Pastor behind the pulpit. They don't know the Bible. They're keeping us in slavery. Billions of dollars go through the black church each year. Look at our community. Billions of dollars. You got Mount Gilead, St. Paul. Mount Gilead just raised $1 million in one day for Leroy Thomas. $1 million. None of that money went into the black, Hispanic, or Native American Indians. None of it.
Right.
Now let's read. Listen, they're manipulated. Remember, white man was on the wall, right? That's your goddaughter. That's your godson. So, and it plays a psychological mind, gives us a psychological mindset, because when you see him, that's the greatest man that ever lived. He's white. So we're going to look at his people as great. We're going to be subservient to him in our mind. So like you said, they manipulate us. Now let's see how Christ looked according to the Bible. Verse 1. Yes, you can say something, brother.
And just like the brother just pointed out, even look at, they have used media. A show that all of us are familiar with. Look at Good Time. All of us can relate to that. All of us are familiar with that. Look at the one episode when Michael was arguing back and forth with his mother because of an image that was on the wall. When Michael tried to show his mother, who we're about to read right now, just the brother actually bring out. The book of Revelations, chapter 1 and verse 14.
Bring it out. No, verse 1.
The book of Revelations, chapter 1 and verse 1. The revelation of Jesus Christ.
So this is the revealing of Jesus the Christ, right? You need verse 10, I think.
The book of Revelations, chapter 1 and verse 10. I was in the Spirit on the Lord's day and heard behind me a great voice.
So if you hear a voice behind you, anybody going to look and see what that voice is, right? Yeah. Keep reading.
A great voice as a trumpet saying, I am Alpha and Omega.
So that's how Christ speaks. So now he's looking at him. Go down to verse 14.
The book of Revelation, chapter 1 and verse 14. His head and his hair were white like wool.
His hair, meaning the texture of his hair, looked like this sister hair right there. White like wool. White being in the color. Just like that. That's woolly hair. That's not what we saw growing up. That was a slavery portrait given to us. To keep your mind in a certain type of mindset. Hair, wool, what else? Come on.
As white as snow. And his eyes were as a flame of fire.
Because if you read the prophecy that Christ drank wine, he wasn't a drunk, he drunk in moderation. Come on.
Verse 15. And his feet like unto fine brass.
His feet was like fine brass. What color brass is? Pull out a penny. That's brass and copper. What color that is? It's brown. So we know he was a brown man. But it gets even deeper. Come on.
As if they burned in a furnace.
Put anything in the furnace, what color is going to come out?
Black.
So we're talking about a black person. So you're right, they manipulated us. It was a mind game they played with us. They destroyed us in slavery mentally. They only let the chains go once they was destroyed.
We can read
once they was destroyed. Give me, what you got? Give me 10 and 5.
The book of Daniel, chapter 10, verse 5. Then I lifted up my eyes and looked at, and behold, a certain man clothed in linen, whose loins were girded with fine gold of your fast.
Describing Christ, what his garment was. Come on.
His body also was like the beryl.
Like the beryl, he had a green garment on. Come on.
And his face has the appearance of lightning.
That's his glory. Come on.
And his eyes of lamps of fire.
That's that wine he was drinking.
And his arms.
His arms.
And his feet.
And his feet.
Like in color.
In color.
To polished brass.
Polished brass, meaning dark brass. That's the color of the Christ. That's the perfect man that all these churches talk about. Yo! From you! You come from that lineage. The reason we went to the bottom is because we broke the Most High commandments. Give me Deuteronomy 28 and 15 right quick. Because we broke the commandments, we got put at a low state, Hosea 5 and 15. So when we march, we understand where y'all heart is. When we hands up, don't shoot, no justice, no peace. But guess what? The marching is not working. Because the people who is implementing this, because it's systematic, and doing these things, they don't care if you march. That's not hurting them. That we could at least start boycotting at the very least. But the ultimate goal is to come back to the laws and commandments as is written and delivered by the Christ. And then the Most High will start fighting for us. Because right now the Most High ain't fighting for us. It don't matter what your pastor say. Let's get together and pray. We just read that the Most High here is not the prayer of sinners. Sin, the definition of sin, everybody, because the church will tell you, it's breaking God's law. That's the definition of sin. So give me Deuteronomy 28 and 15 right quick.
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if they will not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
All the curses are going to come upon us, the children of Israel, which is so-called blacks and Hispanics, Negro and Indian descent, if we don't listen to his commandments. But what the Most High did, he took us. Deuteronomy 7:6. Hold that. He took us. He made everybody. Don't get it twisted. He made everybody. But out of all nations he made, he chose one people he was going to deal with. Deuteronomy, listen to this right quick. I'm going to with the Bible.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7 and verse 6.
He's talking to you blacks and you Hispanics or Negro and Indian descent. Come on.
Right.
For thou art a holy people.
You are a holy people, means separate from everybody else. Come on.
Unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee.
Chosen you. He chose you. That's what the Bible said. They ain't teach us that in slavery. That's what he chose you. Read.
To be a special people.
A what?
To be a special people.
You are that special people. Why you think you take over everything you do? From the sports world to the entertainment world. Even the many inventions that they get credit for, we did that. We sold the first American flag.
Yep.
All that. Because we're the special people. We have that ability in our DNA. Because that's how the Most High made us. Read.
To be a special people unto himself.
To him.
Above all people.
Of what?
Above all people.
No, the same as all people.
Above all people.
Equal to all people.
Above all people.
That's the Bible. He said, you are above all people. But look around. We're not above everybody. We're at the bottom of the totem pole because we broke the commandments. We broke the commandments, y'all. And we're here to tell our people we need to come back. We tried Christianity, right? We tried marching. Because some people said we need to come together. We already came together. Y'all forgot Martin Luther King Day? Even the other nations came with us in March. We did that. We tried order and discipline, Nation of Islam. We tried that. It's not working. And all those religions I just named, they're worldwide. They got media attention, all that. This movement right here, they don't get media attention. Watch when you hear something about the Hebrew Israelites or the Israelites, they're going to try to demonize us. Only thing we're teaching y'all is to come back to your God and love your brother and sister as you love yourself. That's all we're teaching y'all. Come back to your law. Separate from the people who are killing you and destroying you. You have to. Or else you're going to continue to be destroyed. But I told you, give me Hosea 5%.
The book of Hosea, chapter 5 and verse
I made a statement that God has left us. Let me prove it.
I will go and return to my
The
place.
Most High said he will go return to his place, meaning he would take that hedge of protection away from us. Come on.
Till they acknowledge their offense.
Until the blacks and Hispanics do what?
Till they acknowledge their offense.
We must acknowledge that we broke his commandments. Come on.
And seek my face.
And seek his face, meaning his word.
In their affliction, they will seek you.
In our affliction, we will seek him, meaning every time something go bad, let's have a united prayer. Every time something go bad, let's join hands and pray for the sick. The Most High is putting us through that because that's the only time you want to talk to him. So until we come back and start keeping the commandments, we're going to continue being afflicted.